So let us we move to boiling point. What is meant by boiling point? When a liquid is heated in an open vessel, the vapor pressure of liquid increases at its boiling point. When boiling point will be appears means when atmospheric pressure is equal to vapor pressure, at that time liquid boils. So first point I have cleared with you regarding the boiling point. Now this figure indicates a lot for you, because how the atmospheric pressure will be applied on the vapor pressure, and how vapor pressure comes from that liquid by applying the heat to this container, and how the kinetic energy of the liquid molecule will be increases here and result in the vapor pressure, increase in the vapor pressure, and on this vapor pressure there is a uh, atmospheric pressure is applied. When these two pressure shown, I have shown by blue colored pressure, atmospheric pressure, this red colored pressure, vapor pressure, both comes to equal, then this is called as a boiling point. Now let us we move to next point from your syllabus, that is liquefaction. There are two methods for the liquefaction of gas. Liquefaction means what? Initially I am sharing with you. Liquefaction means a change of gaseous state into liquid, called as a liquefaction. If gaseous molecules are converted to liquid molecule, that process is called as a liquefaction. Now, how liquefaction can be done? How liquefaction can be performed? There are two ways for the perform the liquefaction. First process or first method is, if you lower the temperature or decrease the temperature, liquefaction will be possible. In another way, there is a second method to liquefy the gas molecule, that is high pressure. If you apply the high pressure, liquefaction will be possible. Here I have shown in this ovule that on decreasing the temperature of the gas, we can liquefy the gas. Secondly, if you increase the pressure of the gas, we will liquefy the gaseous molecule. Now, why I am discussed here boiling point and liquefaction here, just we will clearly understood after completion of this slide. Now, there are some essential conditions for the liquefaction of gases. Now, liquefaction of the gases will be related with the critical temperature, critical pressure, critical volume, and interrelationship between above these three. Now, to study that liquefaction, we must study the critical temperature. What is meant by critical temperature? What is meant by critical pressure? What is meant by critical volume? And how they are interconnected with each other. How this critical temperature interconnected with critical pressure is connected with the critical volume. Now, there is a great interconnection in interrelation between these three. Now, the study of these three is very important point for the clear understanding of the liquefaction. So before going to start liquefaction, we must know what are the critical temperature, critical pressure, critical volume, and what is the relationship between critical volume, critical pressure, and critical volume, critical pressure, critical temperature. Now, just to friends see here, now this is a container having gaseous molecule. If these gases are heated, what happens? The volume of the gaseous molecule is increased. Now, container, or this you can call as a cylinder, is filled more. When the cylinder occupies more space, when gases are hot. If you cool that gases, what happens? Yes, volume of the cylinder or volume of the gas occupied by the volume of the cylinder occupied by the gas molecule gets lower. Means when a gaseous system is transferred from hot to cold, what happens? There is a liquefaction. Already I have shown here previous slide. If we just use here, liquefaction will be possible when liquefaction will be possible if you lower the temperature. Same, what happens here? The temperature is high, here temperature is low. What happens if you compare these two cylinder? Yes, we have decreased the temperature. Now this is possible here, and liquefaction will be possible because we are decreasing the temperature. Now here the volume occupied by the gas molecule is more, and here volume of the gas molecule occupied by in this cylinder is less. Means when the gaseous system transformed to its liquid state, that is called as a liquefaction, there is a tremendous or great decrease in the volume of the gas. Just to look these two cylinders, there is a lot of difference between the volume. Now this will be the total volume. This is a high volume, but here very small volume is here in the second cylinder. So during the liquefaction process, there is a great decrease in the volume. Now I am moving to next point. The ideal gas law assume that gas is composed of randomly moving non-interacting point particle. Just in the first lecture, I have shown to you what are the kinetics or postulates of kinetic theory of gases. In this kinetic or postulates of kinetic theory of gases, there is a one assumption that gaseous molecules are randomly moving from one place to another place, and there is no interaction between these two point particles. Means they are non-interacting point particles. Now, what about the real gas? Real gas shows complex behavior that will be deviate from the ideal model. Means real gases are totally somewhat different than the ideal gases. Means they shows very complex behavior than the ideal behavior or ideal model. So if you plot the graph of different physical parameter or parameters of ideal model as well as real gases or model of real gases, there is a great deviation because real gases shows very complex behavior, complex characteristics will be exhibited by the real gases. And that's why when you are plotting, when we are relating, when we are studying detail regarding this ideal model as well as real gas model, there is a great deviation. So however, this deviation can be studied by using different types of graphs. Now that graph here called as isotherm. I will show in detail what is meant by isotherm, but that graph called as isotherm refer to different curves we are representing here by using graph. Now these graphs represent the state, that is gas state at different pressure and volume. Means what will be the state of gas? Gas will be either it is present in liquid state, either the gas is present, gas will be converted into, yes, actually in the gaseous state, or gas will be liquefied, that means gaseous state will be converted into liquid state. Now that state can be represented by the graphical method, and in this graphical method we are, yes, taking consideration that how the gas molecule changes its state by changing pressure as well as volume at constant temperature. Now these types of graph are called as isotherm. Isotherm means it is a method of representation of graph, and in this method of representation of graph we are obtaining different type of curve, which curve represent different states of gas. Either the gas is present in the liquid state or gaseous state at different pressure and volume, but it should be at the constant temperature. Now isotherm means, iso means same, thermo means temperature. At constant temperature, I have shown here in third point, at constant temperature we are getting different curve, and these curves are called as isotherm. Iso means same and thermo means temperature, because we are keeping the temperature constant, but we are varying the pressure as well as volume, and what will be the change in the state of a gas. Now this will be very nicely studied using the isotherm, that is called as a isotherm. So this is first point I have discussed with you regarding this isotherm, what is meant by isotherm. Now we move to next point from your syllabus, that is PV isotherm, pressure volume isotherm of real gases. Critical phenomena I have discussed here, that critical phenomena can be studied by the PV curve. PV curve means the curve plotted by pressure, plotted against between pressure and volume, that is called as a PV curve. Now it is expected to hyperbola shaped. The isotherm obtained at 40 atmospheric pressure and above 40 atmospheric temperature. Here I have done mistake here, sorry, it is not temperature, it is actually pressure, but the structure, sorry, but the figure should be hyperbola. Now we will clear here in next slide, just to see next slide. Friend, just to look to this slide carefully. Now these two are nothing but PV isotherms. PV isotherms. What is meant by PV isotherm? If a plot between pressure and volume is there, if a plot is between pressure and volume, that isotherm is called as a pressure volume isotherm or PV isotherm. In this PV isotherm, we are varying pressure. We are varying pressure.